Hi y'all, welcome back to Someone Wedding Legacies videos, and today we are going to talk about being thankful. And I told you guys in the previous video that it would be a surprise episode today, and so this is a surprise episode today, and it's not going to pertain about anything wedding-like. It's more about what is thankfulness. And as you can see behind me, I'm already ready for the holiday spirit because I love Christmas and I love Thanksgiving. And so let's just dive right into it. What are you thankful for? Or what does it mean to be thankful? Oh gosh, this past month has made me realize that every day, whether you're a bride or groom, or even a married couple or single, everyone, we need to be thankful every day because that's what keeps us going in life. If we're not thankful, we'll become a bitter person that doesn't like anyone or anything. And a lot of times we just get proud and we forget to even thank God for all he's done. And I mean, me and my husband, we love Jesus so much, and we have a lot to thank him for. I mean, our families, both our parents are still alive, and we can still celebrate the holidays with them, you know? And I'm thankful we even have a roof over our head. We have food in our fridge. I'm thankful to work with all the brides and grooms that come my way. It's just a joy to coordinate their weddings and just the joy that I can bring doing what I do and love what I do. I'm just thankful for that. I'm thankful that Jesus saved my life on several accounts. There's just so many things this year we can be thankful for. I mean, I know my side and his side of the family have been going through some tough times, but we're all getting through it, you know? It's what keeps us moving on. And pertaining to brides and grooms, be thankful for one another, because that thankfulness will keep your guys' relationship going. Even during the planning process, it can get stressful, and that's why you need to be thankful for one another, thankful for all your vendors coming together to help make your wedding day a success. I've actually got 2 weddings in December that I get to coordinate, and they just have told me several times how thankful they are to have me in such short notice in some cases. And it's just a joy, you know? Gosh. Especially when they didn't have a coordinator. They're like, we know it's so short in advance, but can you do our wedding? And I was actually referred by my DJ that I use, Fiesta DJs, by the way. They are great. I would suggest hiring them as your DJ. Luis does a wonderful job, and I would just suggest using him. Anyways, and they're like, will you do our wedding? And I'm like, yeah, why not? And it's just been less stressful for them. And anyways, getting back to thankfulness. So let's say you're not thankful. Well, honestly, I believe if you're not thankful, others won't show their gratitude and thankfulness towards you. Let's say I'm just not grateful for much. Well, people are going to treat you that way. The same way goes for the brides and the grooms. Like, if you're not thankful for one another, there's going to be tension, you know? There's going to be tension there. I know a lot of times me and my husband, sometimes we forget to be thankful, and we're like at it like cats and dogs. But once we realize, this is what we should really be doing, we need to list one thing we're thankful for each day. And actually, I got this idea from my mom, Tammy Carley. She's one of the greatest people I know. And she was going, Our family, like I said, was going through a rough time, but having a thankful journal helped her to better herself as a person and individual, but also help our family get through the tough times that we needed to get through. So thank you, Mom, for that idea. We also, as a kid, we did a thankful tree as one of our traditions. And every day after supper, our family would sit around and we would write on leaves one thing we were thankful for every day. And we did this leading up to Thanksgiving. And we would put those leaves on a tree my mom made, on whether it was on the wall or a door or a fridge in our house. And on Thanksgiving, we would read all the things that we were all thankful for. And it was just so happy to see that some things were same, some were different, some were unique. And it just connected us more as a family. And for me and my husband, like, we started the tradition this year, helped us get through the tougher things. And it just reminded us we have a lot to be thankful for. Even if we don't feel like there is, trust me, there are a lot of things to be thankful for. And it's kind of like, I like the Christmas song, Count Your Blessings. Because counting your blessings is pretty much counting what you're thankful for, what God has done, what Jesus has done in your life. Gosh, it's just, I love the word thankful, as you can tell. And I mean, coming into the holiday season, I feel like that's a great way to go into it, being thankful. And then it'll bring the joy and happiness and love for Christmas time. And it'll help you to not take life for granted. Because a lot of times when we think about all those things that God has given us and provided for us, we're like, maybe I shouldn't take life for granted. Yeah, our parents are still here for the holidays, but our grandparents aren't. And a lot of times we do take life for granted, and sometimes we need wake-up calls to say, hey, wake up. Think of all these things that I have given you. And it's actually God telling us, wake up. I'm here. Look at all the things that I have given you that you've been taking advantage of. So what in your life have you been taking advantage of that you should be thankful for instead? I know there's been times throughout my life I took my parents for granted. A lot of times I didn't treat them the best like I should have. I should have been thankful instead of rebelling. But nowadays, it's like I'm thankful for them and we've got the best of relationship. Another thing is honestly, I'm thankful to be alive. I did not think I would last past the age of 25 because of certain stuff. But here I am, going on 28 years old. I'm still alive. I'm happily married. And I've got a wonderful wedding planning business. I'm doing this YouTube channel. It's something I didn't expect out of my life, but once I became thankful, my life turned around. It really did. And I pray that this video reaches so many of you out there that if you feel like God's not there, Jesus isn't there, and that you've lost that sense of being thankful, let me just ask you, or challenge you even, every day till Thanksgiving, write in a book each day one thing you were thankful for. And it might start out simple, like, I'm thankful for the air I breathe, or I'm thankful for the food on the table, or the house I live in. And then it might get to more better things, or to more difficult things that you might have not thought to be thankful for, but you really are. And I challenge you to do that. And just notice how you will change as a person. You might become more joyful. You will become less stressed. Like for my brides and grooms, you'll become less stressed once you realize how much you're thankful for and you focus on that. Anyways, so this has been a good video so far. So for the month of December, I will be talking about what the real reason of Christmas is. And also, on the wedding side of it, I will talk about, is it a good idea to have your wedding during the holiday season? So that will be coming in December. I just wanted to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving from my family to yours, from Soulman Wedding Legacies. Of course, my husband's not here right now, but we will probably do a video on Thanksgiving Day, wishing you all happy Thanksgiving. And please hit the subscribe button, and please comment down below. I'd like to hear all your guys' thoughts, and ask any questions you like, and I will get to them in videos in the near future here. And just remember, be thankful and joyful, and always praise and thank Jesus. Bye guys. See you next time.